Hi, welcome to Celebrity Magazine TV. I am Rachel B. Kaplan, and I am a yoga teacher of 14 years and counting, and I also hold a degree in clinical nutrition. I've been a health and wellness enthusiast my entire life, and I feel so privileged to share my knowledge and passion about health with all of you. My vision for this show, Higher Health Now with Rachel, is for you to have a place where you can find your definition of health and self-love and ultimately tap into your true self. I just want to start with let's connect. You know, I am very active on social media. Facebook, you can find me as Rachel B. Kaplan, or you can follow me on Instagram at higher_health. And please take down my email address, rachel@higherhealthnow.com. If at any point during the show, these episodes, if you're sticking with me throughout the entire season, or even during today's show, if you have any questions, if you're implementing the things that I'm giving you and you're having some challenges around it, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am very much looking forward to meeting you. So today's topic is all about portion control and mindful eating. While the concept of portion control can be helpful for some, for others, it's daunting and confusing. You'll be happy to know that it really doesn't matter, or it really doesn't have to be complicated. When we focus more on the quality of the food we eat, the portion control part actually takes care of itself. We don't usually overdo it on the broccoli, am I right? Many times the issue is that our body isn't getting the nutrients it needs. So when we eat a meal or a snack that doesn't fulfill our needs on a cellular level, our body stays hungry, a signal that it needs more nutrition. Unfortunately, we usually grab more fillers, the foods that are higher in carbs and in calories, but not necessarily nutrition. Portion control doesn't mean we have to measure or weigh our food, although for some people this could be helpful. Rather, being conscious and more aware of our environment, how we feel, what we're doing, and what we're eating can be very helpful. We are consistently bombarded with options for processed, packaged, and low nutrient foods everywhere we go. They're quick, easy, and convenient. Unfortunately, they leave us wanting and craving more while leaving our bodies undernourished regardless of how much of it we eat. Have you ever had the feeling of being full while at the same time still feeling hungry? It's usually because your stomach is full, but the food you consumed isn't providing your body the nutrients it needs to function optimally. Portion control is also more of an issue when we skip meals, or we aren't eating enough at each meal. This causes us to be ravenous later, reaching for anything and everything in sight. And this is when we are most vulnerable to making poor food choices. When the I'm starving mode kicks in, it's hard to put on the brakes. Plus, we easily fall into false thinking that it's easy to cut calories by skipping a meal. Our body, though, is smarter. It keeps track of what it needs, sending the white flags of hunger up. And we then try to make up for it later, usually with overindulgence. In our supersize me world of fast food, portions have gone completely out of control. This isn't just a problem in fast food restaurants, though it's happening everywhere. Even before the supersize me meals became available, larger and larger beverage choices were also available. In a big gulp size of regular soda, you get a whopping 310 calories in a 32-ounce drink. A super big gulp, packs over 500 calories, which can be approximately a quarter of your daily calories. And this doesn't count the meal or snacks you're having with your drink. It's easy to tug down a huge beverage like this without even being aware of the calories. Do you notice the portion sizes at most restaurants? They're typically at least double what most people would eat at a meal at home. Even when you go to the movies, they try to get you to buy up and purchase the largest size tub of popcorn. The problem is the more food we have in front of us, the more we'll eat. An article published in the August 2012 issue of the Journal of Consumer Research indicates that we need to pay attention to both the size and the color of our dinnerware we use, as it impacts how much we even serve ourselves. Even the color of a napkin can affect how we eat. What's interesting is that in 1900, a dinner plate was a mere 9 inches. In 1950, plates were 10 inches. By 2010, the diameter of the plate grew to 12 inches. So a multitude of studies show that when larger portions are put in front of us, we'll consume up to 50% more than what we normally would. All those calories definitely add up. Can you believe that just an extra 200 calories a day over the course of a year adds up to an extra 73,000 calories? This equals about 20 pounds. Being aware and better prepared is the key. So today I'm going to give you 8 ways to get a better handle on portion control, starting with focusing on eating whole foods, including plenty of protein and vegetables until you're satisfied. That feeling when you're about 80% full. Don't deprive yourself. This always backfires, causing you to eat more food later in the day. Most processed foods have chemical additives that make it difficult for us to limit consumption. The second way, eat a healthy snack like vegetables before dinner, especially if you're eating out. You can tell the waiter not to bring the rolls or the chips to your table. Plan on taking part of your meal home for leftovers, since most restaurants give you a huge portion anyway. You can even ask for an extra plate and put half your meal on that plate and pack the rest up to take home for leftovers before you even start your meal. The third way is include healthy fats in your diet. This will help you feel satiated longer and also allow your body to absorb the fat-soluble vitamins your body needs. Ideas include avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, or ghee, which is also known as clarified butter. Number 4, use smaller plates. That can be helpful. When you put food on a large plate, you almost automatically want to try to fill it up and then feel like you need to finish it all. By using smaller plates and bowls, you may find that you eat less but still feel comfortable. And don't skip meals. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Start your day with breakfast, preferably, a high protein breakfast, which can help you feel fuller longer, and plan ahead for lunch. It's also a good idea to bring a healthy snack with you to get you through the afternoon before dinner. Portion control is very difficult when you're starving. And this is my very favorite breakfast smoothie. I make literally every day for breakfast without fail because it's just so delicious and it really keeps me satisfied all the way to lunch. I am a representative of the company Arbonne, and I just love their vegan protein shake mix. It's 20 grams of vegan protein made from yellow split peas, brown rice, cranberry protein. There's no soy, there's no whey. It's really easy to digest and it tastes amazing. So I use 2 scoops of that vegan protein, which is 20 grams of protein. Then I use about a half a scoop of our fiber boost, which fiber is like a sponge for toxins, and it also helps you stay fuller longer, helps balance blood sugar. And I use our Digestion Plus packet, which is enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, which just also helps the gut absorb the nutrition from your food. And I like using about half of, or rather a quarter of avocado. It makes the smoothie really thick, and I like thick smoothies. Sometimes I even just like to eat it with a spoon. It's like chocolate pudding. And then I like to add about 4 to 5 frozen strawberries. So I got my fat, I got my carbs, I got my phytonutrients, I got my probiotics, digestive enzymes, my minerals, my vitamins, and protein all in one smoothie, and it tastes really, really good. So, number 6, when snacking, place the snack in a small bowl or a small plate rather than eating out of the bag or the container. This is a huge help so you're more aware of how much you are eating and you can better manage your portions. Plan ahead when ordering your meal to account for dessert. Order a smaller size dinner or share your entree. Often there are healthy appetizers that can actually be a full meal. Skip the alcohol and then enjoy a little dessert. Healthy eating is all about moderation. Don't feel like you can't have it. Just decide what you would like to enjoy and then make that choice. And finally, number 8, slow down when you eat and chew your food more. By slowing down and enjoying our food, we end up eating less. Instead of feeling like you have to ration your food, change your focus to eating the most nutrient dense foods you can find. Nutrient dense foods will have you feeling better, looking better, and being more in control of your food choices and your portions. Ask yourself, what is the best choice I can make that'll give my body what it needs in order to thrive? Quality counts. So let's back up a little bit and talk more about what is mindful eating. So, mindful eating is about a peaceful eating relationship with food according to your body's needs. Eating to support your body's natural healthy state. Balanced choice, wisdom, and acceptance. Eating consciously in a way to make our bodies feel well. Being aware of our surroundings, mind, body, spirit, and being in the moment. Mindful eating is not about dieting. It is not measuring or weighing your food. It is not restricting or avoiding foods, counting fat grams or calories, worrying about our body size or the number on the scale. So, why is mindful eating important for weight loss specifically? With our busy lifestyles, we all too often eat in a hurry. We don't pay attention to the choices we make or how much we're eating. Have you ever been at your desk working away while eating your lunch and 30 minutes later you look down and realize you've eaten a whole plate of food and barely remember doing so? Or maybe you've been engrossed in a TV show and later realize you've consumed a whole bag of chips. At times like this, we may even still feel hungry because we didn't even realize we had eaten. This is a mindless eating habit. We're all guilty of this at times. For some people, unfortunately, it's the norm rather than the exception. Our brain and our stomach are neurologically very closely connected. Think about how you feel when you're eating in a relaxed state or environment versus eating during a stressful situation. We usually feel it in our gut, don't we? And most likely we feel it emotionally and physically. If you're eating at the dinner table while in an argument or a disagreement breaks out during dinner, you probably won't feel like eating anymore. And the food you have eaten isn't going to sit with you very well. You may have an upset stomach. This is a very different feeling than when things are peaceful and you're enjoying a nice meal. The same can apply to when you're feeling rushed versus calm. The way we eat and the environment we're eating really matters. It's not just about what we eat, but also how we eat. Why is mindful eating important? So, eating in a stressful environment can inhibit digestion and nutrient absorption. Did you know that? This means that your body won't fully benefit from the food you eat, even your healthy choices. So, how we feel, what we're thinking, the environment affects our digestion. Good digestion and nutrient absorption are equally important for achieving and maintaining an ideal weight range. When we aren't absorbing enough nutrients, we stay hungry, which leads to eating more food even when we're not even still hungry. Furthermore, you can become nutrient deficient over time and have more health issues than just being overweight or obese. This is why mindful eating is so important and ties into portion control. When we eat mindlessly, not being fully aware of when, how much, or what we are eating, it takes longer for the brain to tell us that we're full. We end up eating more than our body requires. And sadly, we also miss out on the enjoyment of the food. What you eat is only half the story of good nutrition. The other half of the story, by the way, is who we are as eaters. What we think, feel, believe, our levels of stress, the amount of pleasure in a meal, the level of our attention to eating, the eating experience, the inner story we are living out, and the speed at which we consume our food, the degree to which we feel nourished, the intention with which we choose a food. All of these and more powerfully, literally, and scientifically impact the metabolism of every meal we eat. The ancients were surely right on this one. All important point, right? The mind and body exist on a continuum and not separate from one another. And indeed, we have a powerful energetic influence flowing between them. The new field of mind-body nutrition clearly asserts the simple science behind these concepts. But the proof is in our own experience. Can you feel how nutrition is more than just the food you eat? Have you noticed that eating under stress literally diminishes your digestive power? And can you see how the thoughts you think and emotions you feel are constantly bathing your biology in this energetic wave of influence? I love that. That's by Mark David, who is an author of The Slow Down Diet and founder of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. So mindful eating can help with overeating by allowing you to slow down to focus more on portion sizes. It also keeps you connected to your hunger and satiety cues, which means when you feel full and satisfied. This is one very simple and highly beneficial thing that you can do that will help. However, although it's a very simple concept, it's not always easy to remember to do. Chewing. That's right, chewing. As in chewing your food more. So let's talk about this chewing. There are two simple ways to become a more mindful eater. The first is to eliminate distractions. Eat your meal without multitasking. Put aside the book, turn off the TV, don't eat while working at your computer, and especially don't eat while driving. Enjoy your meal alone or with others, but focus on the meal. Sitting down for a meal is to truly enjoy the food that is nourishing your body, and that is something you deserve. Next, chew each bite of food at least 30 times. This may sound like a lot of chewing, especially when you're not used to chewing each bite, more like 10 times, and then gulping our food down as soon as we feel that we can swallow it. But chewing each bite forces you to slow down, which is a good thing. You have to remember something. Digestion actually begins in your mouth with the chewing process, as enzymes that break down your food are released through your saliva glands. Chewing your food adequately allows your body to absorb and assimilate more nutrients, and it will improve digestion. Because you're taking more time to chew, you'll notice that you feel full sooner, which means you're more likely to consume fewer calories while still feeling full. The next time you eat, give it a try. Before you eat, take a deep breath or two and relax. Focus on the meal you're about to eat. Do your best to chew each bite 30 times and notice how you do and how you feel. When you practice chewing regularly, you'll find you no longer have to count your chews. You'll know by the texture of the food which should be completely liquefied before you swallow. Your stomach doesn't have teeth, so the more you can break down the food in your mouth, the easier it will be for your body to digest. This one simple thing can have a significant impact on weight loss. So it's definitely worth implementing. Other mindful eating tips include pause, take a breath before you eat so you are relaxed, turn off distractions like cell phones, TV, and stay away from the computer. Sit at a comfortable table to eat. Notice your posture, how you slumped over. Are you slumped over or are you sitting straight up? Posture can also affect digestion. Notice the aroma, the appearance of your food. Notice the taste and the texture. Chew each bite 30 times or more. Put your fork down between bites. Focus on positive conversations during meals. Notice how you feel. Enjoy your food. Be aware of what your habits and mindless eating triggers are. We all have them. Maybe it's a stash of candy in your desk drawer, or eating while you're at your computer or on the phone. Maybe it's when you come home from work and grab a bag of chips, or when you sit down to relax and watch a TV show, right? It could also be a trigger when you're bored. Think about what the triggers are for you, acknowledge it, and make a plan to work on it. For most of us, triggers come down to the habits that we have formed over the years. Many habits have us on autopilot without being consciously aware of the decisions we're making. This is a great time to take a step back and evaluate which habits you'd like to change that will be more in alignment with your goals. Mindful eating is an awareness that can take some time to acquire. It certainly does not come automatically to most of us. Our environment is definitely working against us here, and so is the hectic pace so many of us are keeping. Maybe this is a good time to evaluate some things that are causing a lot of stress and find ways to reduce it. Stress affects us on every level, emotional, mental, and physical. By taking steps to eat more mindfully, we can at least know that a few times each day we get to slow down and do something good for ourselves, our health, and our bodies. One change can be the start of something big. So I have a vehicle that can help you with changing your habits. If you're interested in my 30 Days to Healthy Living Reset, please send me an email at rachel@higherhealthnow.com so that you can get the information on why this program, why I believe so passionately in it, how it can help you, and why these products. And I do give a special 40% discount, free shipping for all Celebrity TV Magazine subscribers. So if you're watching this show, please send me an email and let me know that you've watched this episode and you're curious to learn more about that. I do have a group starting the first Monday in April, which is April 5th. If this is something you're curious about, you have no risk in trying it, as it actually comes with a 45-day money back guarantee. But I have 1% return rate. So I'm pretty sure you will absolutely fall in love with this program, these products, and I promise to hold your hand every step of the way. All right, so the to-dos this week is to create a mindful eating environment during each meal. Turn off the computer or the TV, set aside the book, take time to eat away from your desk, and then make a note. What did you notice? Be conscious of how many times you chew your food. Seriously, enjoy the taste and the texture. Are you chewing 30 times? Try it. Make it a goal to slow down at each meal this week and see if you feel any differently after the meal and throughout the day. Do you notice a difference in your digestion, your energy level, sleep, or maybe there's something else? And record your experience in your journal or diary. Thank you so much for watching Higher Health Now with Rachel in today's episode. I'm so excited to connect with you very soon. Make it a great day. Peace.